What is up, classic gamers? I am the Laughing Mike. I have had a few requests on how I set up my overlays for my Twitch stream. So this is a quick little tutorial. This might be a 2 or 3 part tutorial because there's a lot to go over, but I'm going to show you the basics right now. I like to use Streamlabs OBS. It's actually the one that I prefer. For me, it's easier to figure out. There's a lot of free overlays and themes that are included with the system that I really enjoy. So we will open up Streamlabs here to check that out. Once you open all this up, this is actually mine. This is what I do for my stream. And I'm going to show you kind of how to set all of this up. We're going to do something a little bit differently, but I'll show you. So, the easiest way to do this is go up into your themes, and there are just a bunch of different themes, right? There's 44 pages of them, which is awesome. You can pick any one you want and change them however you like. So, let's take this one, for instance. This one's really nice. Let's install this. After it's done installing, it will take you directly to the page, which is super good. Okay, this is showing you all the animation previews and all that good jazz. It shows you kind of what is included in this one. So, this is the starting soon page. This is what you're going to start out with. And you can change this. You can put pictures on this. You can put your social medias here, which is wonderful, and all that good jazz. This is the main thing that's going on. So this is going to be in your game as you're playing. And you can change all this stuff around as well, too. And we'll get to that. This is your intermission, so you have your chat here, maybe a webcam going on, your followers, subscribers, donations, all that good jazz. This is social media, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And then you might have some replays or some sort of media in this frame here. I don't actually use this, but it is a good thing to have. And then, of course, there's the Be Right Back, which is always a good thing to have. And then offline, you can set this as your offline photo on Twitch. So when you actually go to somebody's page, they have an offline photo, or they might have a little video that might be playing. You can set this up, which is awesome. As far as these just look like your social medias and all that good jazz, which is nice. Okay, so let's go to the starting soon. We're actually going to leave this. This is pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just going to leave this. When you go into here, you have your backgrounds. You edit your social screens here. Okay, so I'm going to assume it's actually for this one here. So you're going to do your social media. Perfect. Okay. So let's see if this works real fast. Social media. Double-click this bad boy right here. Put your name in here. Change that, and we'll actually see if that helped. Boom! There it gets. So it populated in there. Wonderful. So we will actually go back down to here. Not that one. No, that's actually a good one. So we'll change this real fast. Double click this. Beautiful. So now that should auto-populate everywhere that we need it to, hopefully. Not so much here, but here's our main. So there it is, the Laughing Mike. Perfect. So that's how you would populate this one. You come down to your edit usernames, your social media screen. You would edit these. You can change the icons. So here are your icons here. So these are all of the ones. That's why it looks kind of funky here. You can't really see it. It has all of these ones all laid out. So what we would do, for instance, let's take this one. To select multiple, hold Control or Command, I think it's on the Apple, and then you can just click these on the way up. So we will scroll up on these. We'll just do, we're going to have to change this, but that's okay. And then we'll just delete these, just with the delete button, just like that. So we have YouTube and Instagram, so we'll delete this one. Boom, Instagram. Very nice. Very beautiful. And then you would do the same. Close this for the second one. So for the second one here, you would come down, you would choose which one you want. So just click this, and we'll delete all these other ones. Just like that. Instagram, and then you would go to text. Just like that. And this is going to populate in your starting soon. Wonderful, right? So now that we've got that, we'll go to the main. So here is the main. So this is where all the nice stuff happens. This is all the good business. This is where you're going to be making all your video, all your content. This is what everybody's going to see when you're killing it. It's going to be awesome. So these are fantastic. These top bars are wonderful. I love them. I don't have this set up. I have something very similar, but this is wonderful. I might actually use this one. So here is your latest subscriber, your latest donator, your latest follower, and then this just says that it's the top event bar. Okay, so this is all one bit. This is the folder that it's in. Your latest subscriber, it's automatically going to be set up to the most recent subscriber, which is super cool. So you can change all of these. If you wanted to change these to something different later on, you wanted to do weekly top donations or all-time top donations, there are just a ton of different things that you can choose from, which is super, super cool. For now, we will leave it at the most recent subscriber because this is what this is going on over here, which is good. So we have the latest subscriber, latest donation, latest follower, which is sweet. We can close that one. Webcam frames right here. So we have all these webcam frames to choose from. So these are the different options that you can choose from, which is fun. So what we're going to do, we are actually going to take, since we have the subscriber, the donations, the followers all up here, I just want to get rid of this one. I don't really need this because right here, it's going to have the subscriber and the follower. Since we have it up here, I'm going to get rid of this one because we don't really need it. So we need to get rid of all of this. And we can scroll down in here. I'm assuming that's the one. That's the one that we want to get rid of. Just like that. And we'll also get rid of that. This is kind of the same thing that's going on up here. So we don't need all this business here either. So if we just see where this is at here. Media bar, social bar, green bar. That's the one we want to get rid of. This green screen bar is actually kind of cool. Because what we can do is, instead of having a frame around our webcam, like what we would have on these ones, we can change it to where you just have the head cut out of whomever is here, yourself, ideally. And then you can just put your webcam, it's going to be in a square. Here, I'll show you real fast. This is going to be, I'll show you. So let me boot up my webcam here. So we're going to go into here, and we're going to add a video capture device. Okay, add source. We want our webcam. This is the webcam that I have set up. Okay, just like that. So you can see the square here, and we're just going to scale it to where we want it. Something like this. Now, I would never make mine this big, but you get the idea. So I'm going to take the cap off, the lens cap. Boom, just like that, right? So I have a green screen behind me. Let me see if I can adjust this just a smidge, so we can get this a little bit better on here. And I will show you how the green screen works. It's kind of nice. So here we go. So you have your little setup. It's not perfect, but here we go. So then come down to here. Here's your video capture device. Okay. Go ahead and double click that. And then make sure that all your configurations are good. Usually I just stick with the device default. Sometimes you can change it. You can change, and see right now it's trying to make the video at a higher resolution, and my camera and my computer I don't think can keep up, so that's kind of what's going on. That's why there's a lag. If you change this to 1920 by 1080, usually your camera is at the highest quality and you can still catch everything, and it makes it a nice wide lens if you want to capture the whole room. I have the green screen behind me, and I have posters on the walls and things like that, but I like the green screen. So we're just going to go to device default to keep it on that little screen here. We're just going to leave that. So now, if you right click this, right on the capture device here, you can bring it up and go to filters. Apply or add filter, just on this little button here. We're going to go down to chroma key, just like that. Done. Simple as that. And then we're just going to push OK, because it's already set it green, because I have a green screen. So now, it's the cutout of where I'm at. So then the game would all be behind. We'll just pull up a game real fast. Okay. So the social bar, while this is loading, while my game's loading here, the social bar is essentially the same thing that we had that was on this screen here. Okay? So everything, it's all here. They're just putting it on your main screen, so it's at the bottom of your screen, so everybody can see it. It's all right there, which is super nice. As for these ones, we don't need these ones anymore. So we're going to go down to the webcam frames. We're just going to get rid of all of them. We don't need them anymore, right? We're not going to use them. There's a username. We'll get rid of that one. And there's also a username here. Get rid of that one as well. Don't need it, right? So what I would do is I would drag this down to the green screen. We're going to open up this folder and we're going to put it inside the green screen, just like so. Okay? See the line? That's where I want it. So it's in this folder, but it's on its own little separate thing. So I'm glad that I clicked on this, because the event icons, it looks like below, it is. So below here, right on these, all of these icons are actually there. So we want to do the same thing, kind of like what we did. Let's take the top icon, the donation and bits, and we'll just delete those. This is going to be the follow. And then this one over here, so we'll change this one, and this is going to be just the subscribers. So we're going to take that one, Control or Command to click, scroll, and then that, and then just go ahead and delete those. So now we have the followers on this side and the subscribers on this side. Everything should populate in these little bars. So there we go. Just like that. And the reason why I put the video capture in this folder is so you can click on the folder and you can move it around all together and you can scale it, which makes things super, super easy. So if you do this, it's just going to move the camera, and that's not what we want. It makes it easier if you can just click the whole thing and move it. So now with it in a folder, you can grab the whole thing and move it where you want to. Perfect. There we go. When you're doing your usernames down here for your social medias, for your social media bar, make sure to edit this bar. You're going to edit on this screen. All of these are going to populate on this part. So remember that. And then you'll do the same thing on this one like what you did on this one, where you choose the icon and then put your name in. And then it populates on this screen here. So now that we have this, we actually need to get the game into this screen. So I have a game pulled up just now. We're going to add game capture just like this. Add new source. We're going to change, I prefer to do the capture specific window. And then you can choose exactly what window it is. Push OK. Scale it the way you need it. So now it's over everything. It's covering everything. Oh no! Don't panic. Grab this. Just drag it all the way to the bottom. And it's just like that. So now you can see where the green screen comes in, because the game itself is behind where I'm sitting. All of your overlays are here. All of your social medias. All the good jazz is right here, which is perfect. I like to have a few more things in, so I'm going to go over those real fast. So go to Add, and we're going to go to the alert box. I love the alert box. It shows donations, subscriptions, follows, bits, hosts, everything. Super fun, and I like it a lot. I always put it right about here because then it's always front and center, and it shows a little appreciation, because then everybody can see who is following, subscribing, donating, all that good jazz. It's all right here front and center for everybody. I also put in a chat box, which is right here. Add new source. You can change all the settings here. You can change the fonts and all this good jazz. Wonderful. This is all a preference on where you'd like to put it. I think right here in this specific setup would be ideal. Right above where the camera's at, and then kind of out of the way of the whole game. Since we're doing that, let's move this just over here. So you have the chat box here, the notification there. Wonderful. And that's pretty much the basic setup. On your social media screen, it will automatically also populate for this particular layout on your Be Right Back, which is good because if you need to take a break, get a snack, go to the bathroom, whatever the case is, you have this bit, and then all of your social media can be displayed here as well, which is perfect. Offline, social media is still being populated by the same one. So this is a super easy setup for a newcomer. And that's pretty much the basics of how I would set up this layout. I might just change this. Just move the camera down. There's the setup for that. If we go into the alert box, double click. Here are all of your alerts. Your bits, donations, merch, subscriptions, follows, hosts, raids, all of the good jazz. So let's go into followers real fast. I'll show you this. And this goes with all of them. These ones are all going to stay the same for your bits, but this is the notification that you can change. So, for example, let's go to follows. This is going to be your default follow. You test your widgets. Here's your follow. Just like that. So here is how it's going to be displayed on this page, as you can see just behind. Now, I already have all mine set up, but here's how you would do it. Go to media, and you can change media here. Go to all files, and then it brings up all of these different ones that you can choose from. And then you go down to here, and these are all, go to sounds, and these are all the different sounds that you can choose from. For my subscriptions, you can see here. So you can come in and you can edit all these, which is wonderful because it gives a little more personality to your stream. If somebody were to host my page, that's how that would come up. A donation looks like that. And then if somebody were to cheer or give bits, it's just like that. And like I said, you can change all of these, which is wonderful. And that's kind of how you set things up. So, if you liked this video, please comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to go through and figure it out. If you liked this video and you want more of these videos, comment below, hit that like button. We can figure out what the next tutorial will be to help you guys become a streamer as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am the Laughing Mike. We'll see you next time.